Hey everyone, it's Brandy with Tribal Awakening Ministries, and I have a live video for you guys tonight. So, I've decided to do something new with my channel, and I'm going to be coming to you guys bi-weekly with a new kind of reading, and it's going to be called the Naked Truth episodes. And I will do them from the divine masculine perspective, and I will do separate videos from the divine feminine perspective. I was given this idea tonight, guys. We're coming up on the new moon, and I was sitting here thinking about the intentions. I was thinking about the collective energy. I know that a lot of you guys may watch multiple different kinds of readers, and all of the energy is still kind of it's kind of linked and synchronized with one another. So I kind of just wanted to do a little bit of something different and work more diligently toward getting this content out to you guys. So, with that being said, I'm also doing another idea. I'm not going to leak it on my channel just yet until I actually premiere the video, which will probably be next week, early next week sometime. I'm going to also do Saturday night lives. Um, Energy check-ins for the Twin Flames. Um, they will be love readings. So I'm going to start channeling those on Saturday nights for you guys, probably around 11:11 Central Standard Time. So if you guys want to tune into the channel on Saturday nights at 11, you guys will catch the live Saturday Night Vibe lives. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and this is going to be the DM read. Okay, and I did title the video the way that I titled it. Um, I'm not sure why, but my spirit guides told me to do it, so I do it. The first four cards here I have are basically a short message from the divine masculine to reveal in truth what he's really going through right now and what he really wants to say to the DF. Okay, so right here we have the overall energy, and it is the thinking of you card. I'm thinking of you while I'm with them, or I'm with them, but I'm thinking about you. This is about the divine masculine caught up in third party situations. Okay. And just a shout out, the deck that I'm using is Divine Counterparts in Separation by Made for Love. She has her own YouTube channel, and she fucking rocks, guys. So give her a subscription and give her some likes on her videos. The way that she channels the messages between the divine feminine and divine masculine is pretty comical. So I really love to chime into her reads sometimes. She's also a very thorough and very, very loving, well-spoken reader. She also tolerates no nonsense. So anyway, I just wanted to give my girl Made for Love a shout out because I'm using her cards, and I'm going to use her cards quite frequently in these the Naked Truth video episodes. So anyways, let's just dive right on in. I'm going to try to do this video in precise and record timing. I have to go get my son from work here pretty soon. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use some Florida water to anoint the hands. Okay. Maybe that's a little bit on the cards there. Okay, so anyways, what is the divine masculine thinking, and what message does he have for the naked truth? And what is he revealing? The first card we have is narcissist energy. The second card we have is there is a third party involved. Well, obviously there would be a third party involved if he's with them and thinking about you guys, divine feminines. Okay, so also Dark Night of the Soul. This card specifically, I'm not the only reader that uses this deck. This card has popped up multiple times over the last week and a half in collective readings, guys. So the last card we have is the number 12 as well. Let's see. It's a different perspective. The Divine Masculine is also in hangman mode. He's very seriously contemplating and thinking about, through illumination, all of his life choices at the moment. And maybe the karmic that he's with is in that narcissistic energy, and he could possibly be in that narcissistic energy as well. Obviously, it's a little bit narcissistic to think that you can have your cake and eat it too, Divine Masculine. So I'll just leave that comment there. And so, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle because I'm also going to get another oracle card to clarify just what this narcissistic energy is about that the Divine Masculine is revealing to us tonight. So, Spirit, please show us, the collective, what the Divine Masculine means by this narcissistic energy. What is this narcissistic energy? Oh. Maybe in the past, your Divine Masculine has denied this connection. Maybe he denied the fact that you guys were soulmates. But he definitely acknowledges it. A narcissistic person would also... I mean, I'm definitely going to have to get the tarot out. Let's see. What's coming into illumination about the narcissistic energy and this first half of this reading, Spirit? What is going on here? What is this energy? Narcissistic connections to this recognition. Okay, so maybe the narcissistic cycle is coming to an end where the Divine Masculine was denying the Divine Feminine the acknowledgement of this connection, and he's definitely going into introspection about this. He's ending this cycle of energy, which is amazing. It's also coming in with illumination from Spirit as well, that the Divine Masculine needs to do something about the third party situation. That's part of what is going on in the dark night of the soul. He's having to face the shadow side of himself, and he's gaining a different perspective. So let's get some clarification to the dark night of the soul. All right. Well, anyway, while he's gaining a different perspective, we have the spy card. He's spying. Probably why, in most cases, these readers are pulling out the Page of Swords cards everywhere. Like, the Page of Swords is all up in this energy, and it's not just because of Mercury retrograde. It's because the Divine Masculine. Some of the Divine Masculine souls that I'm picking up on in this energy for this truth reveal, the naked truth. Like, what is the naked truth? The Divine Masculine spying on the Divine Feminine, of course. So what is the Divine Masculine gaining different perspective about, other than the fact that his Divine Feminine, he's coming to the acknowledgement, is really his other half? It's undeniable. The appeal, the pull, the attraction that the Divine Masculine is feeling toward the Divine Feminine. The only thing right now, obviously, he can do is spy on her, because there is a third party involved. And while the Divine Masculine is with them, he is thinking about the DF. Okay, so he's gaining a different perspective about the fact that once upon a time, the Divine Masculine thought that there were other fish in the sea. And he is now definitely gaining some enlightenment and perspective about that. He's spying on the Divine Feminine to see what she's got going on in her life right now. Obviously, there has been no communication. They haven't talked in a while. So let's find out what's going on in clarification with the third party and the illumination. What's being illuminated, Divine Masculine? What are you going to reveal to us in this illumination? What is this naked truth about the third party and illumination? All right. Kind of seeing the energy of imprisonment and wanting to work things out with the divine feminine. Okay. All right, divine masculine. Let us have yeah. That's definitely in confirmation exactly what I just said. The cards that I was seeing while I was shuffling is just basically the fact that the divine masculine is now going through this illumination process. He's now understanding that the divine feminine is his soulmate, is the other half of his soul. He's also figuring out that destiny calls. He's listening to this higher power within himself while all these memories are being triggered up. He's spying on the divine feminine on social media. He knows that the divine feminine is his destiny. And in that narcissistic energy of the past, the divine masculine was denying this connection wholeheartedly. This divine masculine, or these divine masculines, thought that there were plenty of other fish in the sea. And now Spirit is making their ass and forcing them to gain a different perspective about this connection. They know that destiny is calling them toward their divine feminine. They cannot help it right now. It is just inevitable that this is coming to pass. Obviously, the divine feminine has waited forever and a day. Obviously. Okay, so why is the divine masculine spying on the divine feminine during this dark night of the soul? What is his purpose for spying on her? Let's get clarification to that, Spirit, please. And thank you. Divine souls watching this channel, watching this episode, are definitely appreciative. All right, so what's going on here? All right, so the divine masculines are going through the dark night of the soul. They feel like deathless death right now. And the only thing that makes them feel better is spying on the divine feminine from social media aspect, or yes, most definitely from social media. Okay. The divine masculine is spying on her because when he sees her, it makes him feel not so dead. Okay. That's the only way I can describe it. When he sees the divine feminine, he gets butterflies. He starts to feel a little bit of sunshine. You see the sunshine? That's kind of illuminating his face here. Well, see, this is the divine feminine's energy. This is how he feels whenever he sees her. Even if he's dead inside, she does have that charisma to spark that little tiny flame within him. So this is what is happening during his dark night of the soul, and this is why he is drawn to spy on the divine feminine. He can't get enough of her, even if they're not in union, even if they're in separation, even if they are in no contact with each other, which I have a feeling that's what's going on here within this divine masculine collective that I am channeling tonight for the naked truth. Okay, so he's balancing out his perspective where he thought once that there were plenty of fish in the sea, or maybe these divine masculines were extremely superficial and that they thought that, you know, the feminine the feminine population out there was, up for grabs. Divine masculine liked to play around. He liked to have his options, obviously. But he's definitely going into introspection about this. He's definitely, well, he, along with Spirit, are bringing balance to the situation, most definitely. With every moon cycle, with every retrograde, with every tower moment, the divine masculine's previous perceptions are coming to a screeching halt. Okay. This is also why he is going through this ego death right here. Because everything that the divine masculine needs to acknowledge at this point in time is definitely being illuminated for him. He's seeing the error of his ways. He knows that he needs to deal with this situation that he has with the third party. You could take that how it resonates. Third parties can be anything from jobs to workplaces, living situations, roommates, friends, family, um, multiple girlfriends, multiple partners, or a karmic partner, somebody that is definitely teaching these divine masculines lessons in life. So, but underneath the deck, we have "You are my shining star." And this is how he sees the divine feminine. And this is why he can't get her off of his mind while he's going through this inner journey. We also have the card "Wait on Me." And I'm really getting this energy pull from this card where I'm seeing multiple divine masculines kind of reaching out for their divine feminines in the collective energy, like kind of in the void space where this is, they're saying to their divine feminines, please wait for me. I know I've made some mistakes, but the synchronicities are bringing me back to you, more or less. He's not running from this anymore. Spirit's kind of not letting that happen during this inner introspection, this journey, this time of hermit mode, this time of divine masculine's dark night of the soul. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of tarot cards for you guys, and we're going to get a message of clarification from the tarot. Let's see what we've got going on with the world, the narcissistic energy, and "You are my other half." This is what he's dealing with currently in his personal situation. Okay, so these two cards wanted to come out. Okay, so he's getting bored with the karmic situations, and he knows that they need to come to an end. He knows that the cycle must be completed in order to rejoin with the divine feminine, and he knows that he has to make a choice. He knows this intuitively with the Two of Swords. This is intuition coming to play here. Um, Even though it seems like this woman is blinded, even though it seems like the divine masculine is blind, he really is not. This is what we don't know on the outside of what the divine masculine thinks about. Even as much as we want to channel the divine masculine, we really don't know what he's thinking, and he's quite unpredictable. Um, because of his ability to get bored really quickly. So even though we think that we have the divine masculine pegged, we never really truly can. But the divine masculine really is gaining enlightenment, even though it appears like he doesn't know how to make the choices that he needs to make. Okay. The reason why the Two of Swords comes after the Four of Cups is because he's becoming enlightened, and he does intuitively know that he needs to make the choices that he's going to make. So he also knows that karma is a double-edged sword now going through these lessons. So he's really being taught something here within the introspection of this card. Okay, so his his world as he knows it is coming to an end, and new beginnings must take place. Okay, he knows that he needs to make the decision. He knows intuitively what's best for him. He does have the strength to pull himself out of this energy of boredom and not taking the help that's surrounding him in order to heal. And it's kind of like he's already made his decision. He knows which direction he's headed in, because destiny is kind of pulling him that way. So what is being, just to clarify that, I'm going to go ahead and ask the next question to solidify the next set of cards. What is going on in his headspace when it comes to how he's dealing with his situation currently, truthfully and honestly. Like, this is the naked truth about the karmic situation, the illumination that a spirit is bringing in for divine masculine, and knowing that his destiny lies somewhere else. And it's not where he's at right now. So spirit, clarify for us why destiny calls the divine masculine into illumination about the karmic situation. Okay, so we have triple goddess Hecate chiming in here with the moon card. All right, this is the witch's tarot I'm using here. So divine goddess, triple goddess, Mother Hecate. She's coming in to say that destiny's calling the divine masculine to reveal the things that he doesn't want you to know, the things that he's been keeping secret and keeping a mystery. Like, he's being divinely called to come forward or at least look at himself. It's self-reflection. I believe that the mirror card, or that the mirroring of the moon energy is really working at play within the divine masculine energies right now. It's giving him some kind of knowledge, and the reason why I'm chiming in again, at the bottom of the deck we have the 8 of cups. He's getting some kind of an illumination about shit that he needs to walk away from right now. Things that might have been a mystery to him in the past are no longer a mystery. It's like he's starting to see people's true colors all around him. It's like mysteries that were once hidden are now being revealed for the divine masculine, and what the divine masculine is finding out in this energy during these tower moments, during these this inner journey that he's embarking on, regardless of what kind of karmic situations he's a part of. He's understanding that a lot of this shit he needs to walk away from it because it's emotionally draining. And all of the things that weren't illuminated for this divine masculine about the karmic situations in the past are now being illuminated now. And divine masculine emotionally wants to walk the hell away. And what does he want to walk away from? He wants to walk toward strength. He wants to walk toward his empress, toward his pride, toward the divine feminine, because she is his source of light. Again, it's why I said that even when he feels dead inside, the divine feminine is like his illumination to life. And that's why he spies on her through social media. It doesn't matter if they have contact or no contact. The divine masculine still spies on the divine feminine. Okay, so anyway, what else is being illuminated with the moon here? What other mysteries are being revealed to the divine masculine? Oh, the mysteries of karma. Holy shit. Can't make it up, guys. Okay, sorry. Sorry, divine masculine. I'm not laughing at your situation. I promise. But you're getting your karma, aren't you? Your karma is coming back to slap your ass in the face. Maybe some things that you did in the darkness are now coming to light, divine masculine. Maybe your third party situation is finding out about that. Let's tap in more. I want to get more clarification to the moon and karma and what's being illuminated. We're here to get the naked truth, divine masculine. So let's not hold it back from us, okay? Let's not hold. Okay. So in the past, divine masculine, you've taken some risks that kind of landed you at rock bottom, and it's made you hard. It's made you hard up, hasn't it? Basically. So you've had a hard time trusting in the universe lately, maybe for some time now. But okay, what's accompanying the Fool? We know that you've made some mistakes in the past and you've taken some risks, divine masculine, and those things have not worked out for you. Obviously, karma and judgment are here. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords. Yes, the truth is coming out now. You're getting some strength and resolve, but you're also feeling an extreme amount of love toward your divine feminine, and it's also giving you a boost of hope. It's also revealing how much you really loved your divine feminine and how sorry you really are that you created a karmic cycle that you have to clean up now. And that's the truth of the matter, divine masculine. But what you need to do with this full energy here, divine masculine, if you're watching, you guys that are watching, and for divine feminines that are cross watching right now, your divine masculines are taking that cup of love that they have for you, and they're using the truth of it they're wishing about you, they're wishing on you, they're wishing for you in a huge way. They took some really fucked up risks and they fell flat on their asses, guys. But these divine masculines are really truly trying to manifest their wish fulfillment. They're trying to manifest their wish fulfillment in their love for you, divine feminines. because karma has really truly shown them the illumination of their ways. So that's just really plain and simple. The divine masculines are really longing for their divine feminines. They're really longing for forgiveness. They're really longing to come forward with the truth. They want to close in the gaps. They want to make amends. And it's killing them right now. So all they basically are in the energy of doing right now is watching, because they're something about them right now. They're still going through this inner journey process. So until they feel like they're ready to, until they feel like they're balanced in the things that they've done, when they can actually come to that point of forgiveness within themselves, your divine masculines are truly trying to heal and bring balance to everything that they've been going through in retrospection when it comes to their actions and when it comes to you guys, divine feminines. So tell us why the divine masculines, what do the divine masculines need to heal right now? And why aren't they coming forward? Why are they just spying on the divine feminine? Okay, so it took me a long time to spit that out, but while I was shuffling the cards, I was already thinking it in my mind, and this card pops out. It's the Queen of Swords. He's afraid to come forward to the divine feminine because he thinks the divine feminine won't forgive him for the shit that he did in the past. And he's afraid to come forward because he's afraid that she might just chop his head off. Which is how, like, to some divine feminines, who are still pretty angry depending on the situation, or who are still pretty deeply hurt by the divine masculines, and what they did in the past, I think truly the divine feminines really want balance, but the divine masculine doesn't know that yet. And so he's really trying to work on that in the 3D within himself to actually come forward and give the divine feminine the apology that she deserves. And at some point, he's going to have to battle his bravery to come forward and do that. But the divine feminine is really welcoming, she really just doesn't want him to get stuck in his head about it. She really, he's kind of really confused. He's trying to pick and choose his battles right now. And I really feel like that is really what's going on with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Pentacles here. This is why he just spies on the divine feminine for right now. He doesn't know how he's going to move forward. But he knows that he wants to bring some balance to this. He really does. He knows that he needs to come forward and give that offering and that gift of giving to the divine feminine. He knows, but he's just seriously trying to remove the confusion within himself and pick and choose his battles correctly, because he knows that he can't come at her from an unbalanced place. He knows that he can't come at the divine feminine from a fucked up place, and that's why she would swing that sword toward his head if he did not come to her in a balanced sense. Like, he's definitely knowing intuitively and emotionally that he has to be balanced when he comes in toward the divine feminine. He knows this. So this is why he's just spying on her while he's working on himself, but he is working on himself. Okay, he really does want union. The divine masculine, he divinely ignored this energy and this connection in the past, but he's being forced by spirit and the angels. And divine masculine kind of wants it anyway. He loves his divine feminine. There's no way deep down in his soul that he could really, really deny her, no matter what he does, no matter what he says, no matter who he's with. He loves his divine feminine, and he really does want balance and union with her. Okay, he really does. He knows that all of those fish in the sea were his fish. And he also figured out really quickly that sometimes what glitters is not fucking gold. He figured that out a long time ago. So, anyways, yes, he's having to let go of his greediness and his stubbornness and his inability to let go of shit. He's having to really, really take a step back and look at this shit from a selfless perspective. And the divine masculine, this is why he feels like deathless death right now in this ego death that he's going through, because he's not used to this. He's not used to having to think about other people. He's not used to having to think from a selfless perspective. And he's definitely not used to, what was I going to say? He's definitely not used to being selfless. He's been a lone ranger for quite some time. So this divine masculine collective is usually, they're getting it pretty hard right now by spirit. Spirit's really spanking them. Intuitively, they're definitely channeled into the higher power, because the swords cards that are in this reading, it's evident with the Two of Swords there that they're definitely getting these messages from spirit. That's why the woman is blindfolded. Everybody thinks that she can't see, but she can swing those swords, and she knows exactly where to swing them. She knows exactly what to do. The divine masculine does too. Don't let him fool you, guys. Don't let him fool you. He's going to be coming forward with the truth. He's no longer going to be stingy with the truth. He's ready to come forward. He's ready to come clean, precise. He's ready to be precise. He's kind of going to move swiftly once that revelation hits him that he needs to come forward and that he's ready. I don't really see very many fear cards here. Okay. I really don't. I don't see that the divine masculine is sitting in a state of fear. I think flat out of boredom, he already knows that he needs to get his shit together and get moving out of this situation that he's in. So that's the naked truth right there, coming from the divine masculine himself, or whichever head divine masculine is channeling this message to me right now. That's what he's saying, is that the divine masculine collective that I am pulling these cards for, they're definitely going through the wheels of karma. They are having to cut codependent relationships they're cutting codependent relationships out so that they can get balanced and grounded out within the 3D world here. They're also being given the energy of the Page of Wands to ignite their passions and creations, to move them forward quickly and swiftly out of these karmic situations. Okay, the wheel is turning pretty quickly, and the fates are pretty busy right now, as well as the angels, the ascended masters, and spirit source. So he's working very hard to cut out codependencies. He's kind of overwhelmed. He's pretty overwhelmed, but he, deep down underneath all of this and all of the dark night of the soul shit that he's going through, deep down the divine masculine does have hope within. He does have that Ace of Cups here. He does have the Wheel of Fortune, and he knows that good times are coming. He knows that even through shitty times, that he understands the cycles and he understands the lessons, and he is doing his best to ground himself within the truths and within the earthly planes of things that he needs to manifest here. He knows how he needs to move forward. He knows how to get grounded. And so he also is really working on the issue of codependencies, because that is where he's the most stagnant. And this is also being acknowledged at the moment. So the divine masculine has a lot on his plate right now, guys. Divine feminines who are waiting patiently for these poor divine masculines, just keep being patient, because the divine masculine collective, they want their divine feminines to wait for them, you know? They don't want, I think for the divine masculines, as hard as they've had to learn their lessons, I think really, really deep down, they do not want their divine feminines as well as themselves to get caught up in any more karmic situations, because what I'm hearing this divine masculine scream out to me is that they are so fucking done with karmic cycles that they are begging the divine feminines to please not get caught up in more karmic cycles themselves, because divine masculines really do long and want union with their divine feminines. They are really trying to ground this out with the Page of Pentacles. They are really, really trying to manifest this shit. Okay. And Temperance is here as well. Like, that does not surprise me. Looky, looky. You have the Archangel Gabriel. I believe that this is the Archangel Gabriel. I could be wrong, guys. I know that in one of the decks of cards, I do believe that it's the vice versa tarot. He does represent the Archangel Gabriel in the Temperance card. But anyway, regardless, you have the angels working to temper the situation. This means that the divine feminines, what the divine masculine is really asking the divine feminines is to please be patient with them. They really are gaining this introspection. It is really coming hard. It's coming fast. They do need your love and light more than anything right now. The divine masculine collective is now purging. And we were just doing this a few weeks ago, divine feminines. We were just purging the same things. Um, and a lot of us ourselves, you know, those of us that are on this awakening and ascension journey, whether you are twin flame souls or whether you're divine souls or not, the divine collective period, you know, we've been purging a lot of shit. And the divine feminines, you know, of course we're leaders in energy, and we are learning these lessons, you know, pretty much either right with or before or right after, you know, some of the divine masculines, you know. But the divine masculine collective, I do believe that this is a message from the divine collective saying, you know, be patient with me, divine feminine. I'm coming toward you. I do want to build with you. Holy shit, you have the 3 of Pentacles. Divine masculine really does want to build with this divine feminine. Um he really does want to bring in a new energy into this connection, something that you guys did not have in the connection before. And then we have the 6 of Cups here. The divine masculine is definitely feeling very in love with his divine feminine. He's definitely looking on the past. He's feeling very nostalgic. He's missing her. Um, you know, he's also missing just the energy of feeling like child's play, you know. The divine masculine is really wanting to come in with this new energy of child's play because he knows that this is the key to manifestation. Um he's learned his lessons just the same as the divine feminine has. He wants to manifest, and he now knows that coming from that childlike love and playful energy is what helps bring in joy. And so this is what he wants to bring to the divine feminine because he did not do that in the past. And this is part of his karmic lesson. This is part of his illumination. And this is the naked truth. Okay? This is what is coming down for the divine masculine right now, the naked truth of it all. Okay. He misses his divine feminine. He longs for her. He wants to bring in a new energy. He wants to give her things that he did not give to her in the past. He knew that he shortchanged her. He was holding on too tightly to things. He was being selfish, and now he's no longer in that energy. He really does want union with his divine feminine. He wants to give to her. He wants to bring the truth to her. He wants to give her the whole truth and nothing but the truth. He wants to guide her toward her aspirations and her dreams, and he wants to embrace her in her sovereignty, because he loves her so much that he knows that she can do things on her own, but he misses her and he wants to be a part of that. He wants to watch her grow and blossom and bloom. And that's another reason why he spies on her. Watching her grow and blossom and bloom gives him light in his life when he feels like all that surrounds him is darkness. Um he really wants to manifest this new beginning with his divine feminine. He's learned his karmic lessons. The only thing that he has left to clear out now are some of his codependencies, which would be to some of the karmic situations that are in his life right now. But he really is working with the fates to try to turn this around and bring some balance into this connection with the divine feminine and to himself. Because love really starts from home, and home really starts from your own place of love, right? But that's how he views the divine feminine. He views her as home. He views the divine feminine as that place that love was built, and he wants to give her a new beginning. So that's been a message from the Tower Moment of Tribal Awakening Ministries and the Divine Masculine's raw truth, and what he's really trying to say to the Divine Feminine, where he's really coming from, how he's really healing in this energy, um, revealing the mysteries of the naked truth. So I am going to close out this reading with a final message. With a final message from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. He wants to give, and I'm going to allow it. The Divine Masculine wants to give Divine Feminine one last message of love. How is he really feeling with his divine self? How is he really feeling? What thoughts, what sexy thoughts does Divine Masculine have for his Divine Feminine right now? And I say what sexy thoughts is because Divine Feminine cannot be fooled, and Divine Feminine knows right now Divine Masculine is lusting after her in his thoughts of the past and while he's thinking about her and how much he misses her. There are some sexual notations in the energy, so I'm gonna tap into the naked truth of that. So in finality, the Divine Masculine wants to get naked with the Divine Feminine. Okay, that's always a must. That's always in the Divine Masculine's mind. First of all, he can't divinely help it. The Divine Feminine is his soulmate. And even if he denies that connection in his narcissistic energy that he is healing right now, because why? Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine has a superficial side, just the same as the Divine Feminine does. But no matter how superficial he wants to get, it doesn't matter. Even if he thinks Divine Feminine is not his type, there's still something about Divine Feminine that gives him a boner in the middle of the night, and he can't help it, and he can't stop it, and it just plagues his thoughts. It just plagues his thoughts. So anyways, calling you out, DM. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. Yes, he cannot stop thinking about you. There's that Eight of Swords, narcissistic energy again, okay? But in this deck, it's about following in his heart and opening up his heart chakras. Okay, opening up his heart chakras. I'm going to pull 3 cards, but this is the first one. I'm going to go ahead and read the magic of it. The Eight of Swords is about scratching, the magic of the green cloth. We have the green cloth because it's about heart chakra openings. It's about green, freeing the sensuality and allowing the body to guide the spirit before the mind can guide the body. You cannot teach the flesh if it is not willing to learn from you. The message from this card basically is the Divine Masculine needs to understand that sensuality will guide your spirit before your body can even take action. Okay. So this is why sometimes when it comes to our divine lovers or people that we know that we have a very deep connection with, sometimes we can overlook the fact that we have an extremely a deep connection to a specific person because we're allowing our bodies to take control in the situation, and sometimes we wind up shutting people out that we shouldn't. So the Divine Masculine is really having to fight this energy because he really doesn't want to shut his Divine Feminine out anymore. He's been doing that for a very, very long time because he was being selfish. And so now he's having to understand that, he does have free will, but if he's not willing to give to the Divine Feminine, how could she ever give to him in the way that he truly desires her to give to him? And that's giving of oneself. That's truly meshing and melding with another person. The Divine Masculine really does want this and he really does crave it. And he's really stuck in his head about it because he overthinks the shit out of it. Well, what would happen if, what would happen if, I don't know what this girl has over me, but she does some weird shit to me. And I just really can't figure it out. So even if I'm not going to give to her, in a physical sense, I'm going to spy on her. I'm going to love her and I'm going to hold on to her energetically. And this is what the Divine Masculine does. So energetically, he needs to let go of the Divine Feminine, but at the same time, he kind of needs to trust his spirit to do the thinking for him instead of his body and his conscious mind doing the thinking for him, because this is where he's getting stuck. This is where he's scratching at himself, and this is where he's trying to claw out of his own mind because he's driving himself insane. Okay, so he needs to really open up his heart chakra and just let things transpire and open up his heart to the things that he might not have been open-minded or open-hearted about in the past, you know? He's really This is what spirit is really working on him in a divine and a sensual way, like to truly unleash his desires, the ones that he's suppressing toward the divine feminine. He needs to release them. All right, so I need 2 more cards, spirit, so we can close out this reading. It's going to be really late, but I still have to post the Divine Feminine, The Naked Truth, episode 1 for Divine Feminine. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. Again, in the Divine Masculine energy. In the Divine Masculine. That's confirmation again. Oh, wait, no, this is Queen of Pentacles. My bad. My apologies, guys. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles is about coolness, the magic of the bay leaves. You must fight coolness and convince your partner to be generous, both sentimentally and materially. This will bring serenity and safety into this coupling. But he wants to give this to the Divine Feminine because he didn't give this to the Divine Feminine before. He wants to be sentimental with her because he's not been sentimental toward her in the past. This is why nostalgia is popping up, why he's thinking about all the things that he should have done for the Divine Feminine, but he didn't because he was being too selfish. That's self-explanatory. Man, I just can't even go deeper into that card. It's just too real. So, what is this last and final message pertaining to in his sensuality? What does he really want to sensually do for the Divine Feminine? Oh, okay. All right. He sees the Divine Feminine as the High Priestess. He loves her because she's ladylike, she's serene, she's smart, she's knowledgeable. She can delve into the Akashic knowledge tree. The Eight of Wands here, and he really wants to passionately come forward to her. It's like this is how he sees her when he's watching her on social media. He sees her as the High Priestess. She's like sitting there, minding her own business, reading a book, maybe gluing some pictures or whatever it is she's doing, and whatever she's doing here. She's got the cat playing with her feet, and he's looking over at her. She doesn't even notice that he's watching her, and he's just giggling because she's just so cute, or she's just so beautiful. This is what he's seeing whenever he's spying on her from afar. It makes him want to move in toward her so fast. It makes him want to take flight. It makes him want to take action because all he can think about is being with her or wondering what it's like to be with her if he's never been with her before. He thinks about it all the time. I'm also seeing the number 8 repeating itself in synchronicity multiple times. It's repeated itself 3 times in this reading. So the number 888. We also have 00. We have the full again for the second time in this reading. So he's willing to take a chance. He's getting ready. He's preparing. He's wrapping up that dark night of the soul. He's taking the lessons that he's learning in introspection from spirit. He's moving forward. So for those of you guys that are wondering whether your divine masculine is learning his karmic lessons or not, I can assure you that he is moving forward. He has learned from them. He's learned from his mistakes of the past and taking risks that he shouldn't have taken. He's learned the lessons of the fool. And so he's starting over again. And he's starting to understand that it's time for him to have faith in new beginnings. And he's willing to take a risk now. He's in this energy to take a risk with the divine feminine. He's ready to give. The 2 of Swords for the second time in confirmation, meaning he's already made his choice. He's ready to move in toward the divine feminine. He doesn't want her to have her back turned to him anymore. He wants her to know who he is, that he loves her, and that she is the ending to his beginning. And she is the beginning to his end with the sun. So, he's wishing upon a star while he's thinking about the divine feminine so hard. He's coming in. He's coming in with that Ace of Wands energy. It's fixing a line of fire under his ass. So that is the naked truth from the Divine Masculine. This has been episode 1, guys. My name is Brandy with Tribal Awakening. If you guys want to find me, you can look me up on Facebook. You can join my Facebook group, Tribal Awakening. Send me an invite. I'll approve. We're welcoming all divine sisters and brothers of light to the group. I invite all brothers and sisters of light to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you can get notified whenever I do post a reading. You can join me live. Normally I do these readings live. So like I said, again, you can follow me on Instagram as well at brandinimojo13 Instagram. Um, if you guys would like to book personal readings with me, you can email me at pearlofthesea13@gmail.com and make sure that you let me know in advance what kind of a reading you would like, and please give me 24 hours to respond. I will do your readings live, or I will do them um, however you guys would like me to return the service to you. I can either do the live conference on FaceTime, or I can do um, I can just anyway. I don't know how I'm gonna channel the message to you, but I'll channel the message to you. We can do lives. I usually do them via FaceTime. It's just easier that way. So yeah, to make a long story short, like I said, if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, you can find me at brandydye at facebook.com. And I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. It does help when you like and share the videos. It helps boost the algorithms. So if this resonates with you and you're digging this reading, then by all means, please do like and subscribe and share. That helps me just as much as an energy donation does. So just wanted to put that out there. And I appreciate the fact that you guys would support and share my channel or share my videos. Um, it really does make my day, especially to know that I'm helping you guys, especially when you guys reach out to me, you comment on the videos, you let me know that I'm doing my work and I'm standing in my mission and this is what I need to be doing. Just to have a little bit of feedback from you guys, it really does help me continue to do what I'm doing. So, with that being said, I want to send you guys all the love and light and I can muster, and I will see you again in a few days with another reading. You guys can tune in again Saturday night, 11:11 Central Standard Time. I will be doing a live Saturday night vibe, love, twin flame. It takes two baby video. Okay, so tune in to me Saturday and we'll do a live for the weekend vibes. All right. Anyway, Brandy with Tribe Awakening Ministries. Until next time, love and light. Love and light, love and light, love and light, love and light.